So this guy got to Eternity playing Rogue, and I don't know how to play this character consistently. I always thought, like, you can't play her all the time, but as you can see, the opposing team has Wolverine, the Thing, Namor, all characters, even the Deadpool. They are all problems, and he also does not have Gambit with him. So let's see what he does to play through this scenario. Let's analyze it.
Loyal squids. If all I have are wings.
Well, looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Your god is suffering.
All right. Okay. It's hard for me to explain this. Seems like what's going on here is kind of a very patient style, where you kind of have to hide behind like a wall and kind of go in and out. And then once you see, you know, the enemy team start to like lose momentum, you can start to play aggressively. But let's see how it continues, right? Okay, so see he plays by the wall, kind of just waiting around, right? You know, he's probably gonna go in with the L1 move, right? The L1 move is good, is a good entry, and leaves the fight. You know, I think his team is playing well too, not to take away from him. Might have to look at a different game.
Don't come back now, you hear? Gotta clean up your toys for you, lady. This'll do mighty fine. Well, that's better. You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Okay, look, see, stands kind of close to a wall. Doesn't have to constantly be pushing. The enemy team changes what they're doing. And he's getting ready to, okay, ultimate. It's good to save all your cooldowns when you're going with the ultimate. If you have a smart team, they'll push with you. Alright, so he does die there. Whatever. You know, obviously he pushed. Let's just see now when momentum starts to change.
Another chance.
Let's see what happens, right?
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Alright. So punch, punch, punch. Stay kind of close to a wall, right? Be ready to exit. I think the key is to kind of wait, be patient, and then suddenly go in, right? They're getting hurt here.
At least one more round in me.
I think the team died anyways. Okay. So now, as you can see, it's always good to jump on them and use your L1 move, which, as you can see, it kind of hits everyone. It's a nice disruptor. But now you're out of cooldowns, right? So let's see how they adapt to that. Punch.
What are you aiming at?
And on. Moon Knight's up to no good. Their team's
All right.
progress
Let's
is
see another one.
waypoint. Turning up the heat.
Okay. So you jump. You want to kind of go from behind sometimes and just use your L1 on entry. It's the best ability she has. It has a lot of burst damage.
Mission area is yours to capture now.
You know, this team's good. Let's find the bad one. Let's find where his team sucks. Let's see what happens. Go to quick competitive. Okay. That's not the one, is it? Alright, we'll look at that one. Alright. Okay, start off punching on the front line. Okay. So I'm not sure what happened. So you're gonna stand by a wall. Probably didn't intend to do that. Okay. The L1 is very good, right? It's a good like burst damage. I think one of the main focuses you want to have when playing Rogue is sort of wait on that cooldown, the L1, this thing. Every time you use that, it can honestly be a free kill. It's similar, it reminds me of when you play Deadpool Vanguard. He has an ability called Deadpool in your area, and it speeds up your shooting. It's like every 15 seconds, you have a really good chance of getting a kill because of how good that ability is. In the same way, I think Rogue, it's all about abusing the L1. The kick is alright, it's a good escape, it's also good for moving tanks out of the way. It's a decent ability, but I think this ability is being used right now, that's the key. Boom, right? So you kind of want to be patient and say, alright, now it's time, I'm going in with that ability. Whatever, and then just get out without dying. And you want to kind of repeat that. See, now that he used it, he's out, right? When you don't have that ability, well, I think he used it by accident with that, but whatever. That is the most important thing. Okay, so now they have a Gamba ult, so a smart thing to do is get out. But I'm not saying he has to get out, but as a team, you kind of have to leave, because you're not surviving that. And now that they reduced the cooldown, that ability used to have a 17-second cooldown. Now it's 14, so it's pretty good. You know, just go in and now you're low. You want to leave. Get your health. Basically, you want to use a wall to kind of punch, and then go in with the L1. And hopefully, the L1 damage is not healed. If it's healed, then, you know, you kind of want to repeat and be patient. See, that's a really strong ability. It brings you to them. It's better against non-tanks or low enemies. If somebody's low like this, you see she's low, the L1 can often win you a battle. Alright. That's good. It's very important when their HP is half, that L1 thing can win the fight. So it's very powerful. So kind of be on the lookout for low HP, half HP enemies, and then you go in with that L1. You know, the one where, I don't know what it's called. The electrical stuff. Okay, this is obviously where she's very powerful with the Gambit ult. She might be specifically designed by the developers to be very good on Gambit ult, as you can see here. Like, with Gambit, she's very high tier, right? Meta, probably, right? Because she steals support ult. She's good against triple support. See, he builds up the yellow thing. That's pretty important. See the yellow bar? I'm not sure what that does, still. I think it just powers up the punches, basically. But see, he's looking for a target, and his cooldown's not there yet. When you don't have the L1, usually you want to chill out for a bit, right? That's what I think. Just kind of building ult here, it seems. Right? Sometimes you just want to do random damage just to build your ult. But essentially, as you can see, that ability is kind of your aggression. I hate this ult, it's so stupid. So he doesn't have the L1. But once you get it, you can ult here, I would say. I personally don't ult unless I have that thing, the L1. I would do it here, maybe? Oh, okay.
I'm made from stronger stuff than that. That perks me up.
I don't like the block. I think it's poorly designed. It doesn't make sense. So he's playing the wall, being patient, and then you enter with the L1 or the ult. Usually you don't want to target the tank because they probably won't die. Alright, that was good. Let's check out another one. Because it's good to see what you can do against different teams. Because everyone's going to play something different. The Thing and Iron Fist, these are very annoying characters to play rogue against. So let's see how this goes. Alright. Uses the L1 as we said, right? Very good entry ability. And once you kind of use it, you want to just be patient a little bit. You don't have to like go too far in. Yeah. Okay, good save by the healers, or not. See, they're playing Wolverine. They're playing a lot of stuff that's annoying to go up against. So we're gonna see how he deals with it. I like the kick on tanks. It's good on getting the tank out of the way. That's how I use the kick personally. Just kick that tank out of the way. And see, the L1 is the easier, sort of your push. Like, think of it as, when do I push? When I have the L1. Boom, right? Now that it's gone, you pull. You relax a bit. Play behind the wall, just don't die. Maybe whoever's in range, punch them, get some ult charge, but now the L1 is coming. Here we go, we're gonna see some aggression. There it is, right? Boom. And get behind the wall, keep patient. Probably get your full HP. She's good against Wolverine, actually, because you can like beat him up, kick him around, move him. See, now you're gonna chase. And look, he has his L1. That's sort of your aggression signal, right? When that L1 is ready, right? That's good. But unfortunately, they have the low-key runs, and your team's dead, so we're gonna capitalize on it. All right, we're gonna move back here, reset, right? You have to be patient. Look, sitting there doing nothing, waiting for that L1. See the L1 cooldown? You wait for that before you go in. You almost want to wait for all your cooldowns. I like to steal the mag bubble because it's pretty useful to stay alive. Looking for that L1 entry. They have the Loki runes, so you can't attack the Loki. And there it is. Look how quick. Look how powerful. Right? It's very powerful. Steal the Loki runes, right? One of the best abilities in the game. I don't know how long that lasts because this thing is... I don't understand how this character works. Boom, punch, punch. I don't know who killed it. Was that Spider-Man? Okay, that's the hero Spider-Man. But now... oh no, okay. I thought they switched to this guy, but he's on your team. But as you can see, playing around Wolverine, playing around this annoying garbage character should not exist in my opinion. Even this thing is annoying to go tank in. Alright, so you wait behind the wall, chill. Wait for that L1 cooldown before you go in. It's like kind of think of it as a, you know, a build up to a big attack. Look, now the big attack is coming. Ready? Well, they kind of disrupted it. But you see that L1 is very powerful. And then just get out. That's it. In and out. You don't have to be constantly active. That character is broken. If you're not banning her, then I don't know what the hell you're doing. I'm sorry, but Hela and Hawkeye are not worth banning over her. You're stupid. I'm sorry, not you. I'm not saying you. You know what I mean. Like if you're not banning that character, I think she's more problematic than Gambit. I'd rather go against Gambit than that character. Anyways.
Not looking forward to going under.
Right, so he uses L1, but it didn't work out. It would be... But because there's only one left, you can play aggressively here. And that's a good ability, because you can keep yourself going. And now look at this big hit. Boom, you can tell, right? The rocket is amplifying him, you kind of know. Well, actually that ended his ult save him. She's good at finishing kills. She's a good finisher. Her startup is the L1, right? When everyone's HP is high, the L1 is the key. But in the battle, in the thick of a battle, it's really good to come in. She has some good finishing hits. She's good in a 1v1. But you see the patience getting behind the wall, waiting for the cooldowns. And now he's plotting an attack because you have all your cooldowns. Stealing the Thor is good. I like his lightning. You might want to... Oh, you don't have it. And Wolverine, honestly, is not very good against her. He is, but not... You know, like if I was to rank... The Wolverine matchup isn't like... How do I put this? You know, if you were to rank Wolverine matchups, I would say that Rogue is not one of his best. And this is another... She steals the damage reduction, which is good. Uses the L1. And this is more of an awkward fight, right? Because the team is really strong frontline characters. Now you're just building ult because you know you're invincible because your team has ultimate. Or maybe that's not. So yeah, see, you go into the grand finale and just build your ult. Basically, that's what you should do in these scenarios. Because you're not going to kill anyone. You could get a kill here. And good. I don't know why there's music. Is that just how Rogue is? Why the hell is there music? Alright, good. So let's see. Oh, actually, they stay alive. I was gonna say, let's see how this works on defense, but somehow this team stretches this for another minute. See, that's your entry move, your L1. Now you just get out. When you don't have the L1, usually you don't want to push. Because it's like, that's your best, you know. Right now, see, he's just waiting for it to cool back down. Boom, punishes him. You have your nice lightning. The lightning's really good. Boom, good combos, right? And think of her as a snowballing effect. When the enemy team starts to kind of lose control, you can keep pushing with Rogue and you start to actually get some kills. So, you know, she's not just a patient character. You can be aggressive even without all your cooldowns if you see the enemy team kind of slowballing backwards. See, that ability is her best ability. Even when I first saw her, I had a feeling that was going to be her best ability, and they reduced the cooldown by 3 seconds, which does make a difference. I know 3 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but overall it adds up.
Your powers are mine.
Yeah, so now you get the grand finale. You want to just build your ult here, just punch, 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 just to get your ult, right? 'Cause no one's going to die anyways. Alright. Now, maybe you should have waited. No, actually that was the right choice. See, you prevented her from using her ult. That's why Rogue gets MVP a lot, because you're stealing ult charge. That's pretty valuable. And dead. But your team won. So I'm curious to see, how do you play her on defense? Because I hate playing melee. Like, these types of characters, like Magic, I play Magic. I hate playing her on defense sometimes. It just feels awkward. Because you're like trying to defend, but it's like, ugh. Anyways.
They look like they mean business.
Okay. See, the entry wasn't great, but now look, he pulls back, he waits. You can't just keep going. Now he has his L1. He can play aggressively. Okay. You know, just wait for that cooldown.
Well, that's better. You found my weak
I meant the R1, not the L1. Damn it. You know what I'm talking about, the one with the electric. Not the kick. There it is. That's the R1. Now you're waiting, you have your cooldown, now it's time to get aggressive. You're gonna see, boom, right? Aggression, building his ult, because you have your rocket ult, so you can stay alive here. Just build your ult. Now they have an ult, so you kind of just are screwed. And I mean, it's good to ult, but I think there's not much to steal since they all use theirs. But you win the team fight, that's what matters, right? Or do you? Stealing the lightning is great, very good. Alright, let's look at another match. This one looks like they're not gonna stop you. But as you can see, the key is patience. Alright, let's check this one out. This looks like, oh yeah, perfect. Because this guy is the biggest problem. So let's see how you play around him. Right, because I'd play him. And when I see a rogue, I just headshot her and then she's done. But let's see how he plays around it. Right, because he's Eternity. I'm like GM1 Celestial. Alright, so as you can see, he's in here from the get-go. We're gonna see how he plays around it. Especially on this map, I hate playing her. It's so awkward, because there's like nowhere to hide. So yeah, he's playing counter dive, which is pretty smart. Just force them out, right? Whatever. But now no cooldown, right? Remember, once you use your best ability, just get out. You're not gonna do anything. Just get out, right? I'm not saying you should always get out, but most of the time it makes sense. You don't have your cooldown. Now you have it, right? The R1. Boom. A lot of burst damage there. And he's looking for a flank, I think. Oh, that's a good kill. But you see they're resisting, they're pulling back, so you don't have to push them. You see there how they're kind of, the enemy team's pulling back a bit. You wait for your cooldown. The rocket, you kind of want to just wait that out. Oh, no, now you have a rocket, so you can play aggressively here. Alright, so now we're going to see another push here because he has the R1 ready, as you can see. And the Bucky's not really shooting him, so kind of stupid of him, but whatever. Boom. And you pull, right? You see, cooldown out, rogue out. That's it. You wait this out now. She's a great finisher, right? You see everything, pick up the pieces. She's really good at finishing fights, but you see the Bucky, you don't play into it, especially no cooldowns, right? Back out. He backs out. See? That's the right way to do it. Stand to the side. That's the smart way to play it. Too many stupid people try to play into ults. Just get out. See, the ult did nothing. Just gotta be patient. I would say the mistake was probably that once you got this diamond thing on you, you're gonna take a lot of damage, so you probably were gonna die. Alright, so now remember the strategy. Be patient, stand behind a wall. You don't stand on the front line and get to hit, right? Stand behind a wall. You know, to the left, right, whatever. And then you get ready for your entry. Entry is the L1. There it is. Boom. I would say it's better to enter not hitting the tanks because they're not gonna take much damage. It's better to enter hitting anything else. But now, dead. So this is actually really hard. We're gonna see how he plays into this. This is the toughest, these two together. Really hard for her. So, and Emma on top of it. If he can somehow still win this and maintain this, then we'll have a really good blueprint as to how to play her into everything. Because he's played through the thing, played through a lot of stuff. So now look, standing off to the side once again, right? Now you don't have to constantly be engaged. And that's a nice, his teammates probably shouldn't have both ulted, yeah, but whatever.
A little help, please.
Right, standing to the side, entry, maybe. I think he changes his R1. No, there it is. Yeah, there's the R1. That's the ability we care about. That's the best ability. Tough to play into a rocket ult. I would say just get out. Oh, that's good. But no cooldowns, right? So as you can see, when you have no... And look, one of the great things about the way that he's playing this character, notice he doesn't rely on his healers. Personally, as a tank, I play every tank except for Angela, and for me, I play in a style where I don't have to rely on healers to save me. If your tank plays like, oh, save me, then you're doing it wrong, right? Unless you're playing against really good players, like top 500, where you do need to be saved, but the healers are at a level where they could save you, so it's okay. But I'm saying that, you know, when you play like Thor, you don't want to be like in the middle of the worst spot ever, you know, any character. So Rogue is a character where I gave up on her because I was like, I felt like I needed to be saved constantly. But as you can see, that's not how he's playing it. It's not happening with him. You just use your cooldowns and get out, right? As you can see here. Just leave. And now the storm gets you a nice kill there. See, look, not active, patience, right? You don't have to be punching for nothing. Wait, you got your cooldowns, you go in. Boom. And it didn't work out, so you leave, and that's okay. That's very important. Be patient, wait for your cooldowns. Don't just punch for nothing. You punch when it's available because they crossed your cover, right? This is your spot as a tank. You play this spot, and if they cross it, you can punch for free because there's not a lot of risk. And here it is, look, nice ult, gets the support ults down, right, as you can see, 99%. That's enough to just throw them off, you know what I mean? Well, the rocket ulted anyways, but it almost worked. That was a stupid ult by the Phoenix. But now he has no cooldowns. So he should be trying to get out, and he does. Using any ability you have, even sometimes your ability steal, you can use it as escape. Just get out, wait for this, you know, be patient. And look, huge opportunity. Boom. Great ult. I want to watch this, so how do you do that? That was pretty good.
Good medicine.
I want to see how he got it. I think he starts ulting out, right? Yeah. So let's see how this happens. I'm just curious at this point. Okay, oh, nice, sneaky. Behind the wall. Nobody sees it. Boom. Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's better.
Good escape, right? And great ult by the Invis, unfortunately. No. Okay, so why don't we... Oh, I think they start to win on a few hits here. So let's see how they get out of this.
This is real firepower.
Boom. Right? See the L1, R1, whatever the hell it is. I don't know what it's called. But that ability, if you use it on a non-tank, you can kill them pretty quickly. So we're gonna see here. Patience, right? No active. You don't have to be active constantly. Just go in with your L1 and ready to get out. Boom. Right? That's a lot of burst damage. And you just get out. When things start to go out of your favor, you leave. Heals a thing. Get the wall. Probably should have gotten out though, right? Too much. No cooldowns. Too much pressure. Just gotta be a little patient. Phoenix is really hard to play against as a tank. Even any tank is hard. But punch, right? Build all. As long as you have a wall, you can punch. That's the key. You never want to be like right here punching. You want to be behind something. Punch. Right? And then wait for your cooldown. Boom, boom. Taking a lot of damage. Right?
This is real firepower.
You want to go in with the cooldown though. As you can see, that was his first, like, probably his first death that was preventable. Okay, us against the world, whatever. I think he's just gonna build ult here, right? By punching people. Just punch, get your ult. Oof. And they win this game, I believe, so we're gonna see how they turn this around. And he's gonna stay on Rogue, even though you shouldn't play Rogue against this lineup, but if it works, then it's good. Right? This is not an easy game to play. Let's, you know, an easy team lineup to play against. Well, let's see how he got here. I skipped too much, right? So look at the sneak. Right? Get your ult, do stuff. It does with your R1. The ult is extremely powerful, but unfortunately, he couldn't steal the enough rocket ult. Now you have your grand finale. You can push here and just try to build your ult again. Just kind of just doing whatever. Just doing any random damage. Look, he already has 33%. Look at it. That's crazy. So yeah, building your ult inside of ult is very important. You gotta hit behind the wall here. Wait out your cooldowns. Get your HP up, right? As you can see. In theory, the Rogue should have switched here. But we're gonna see how he plays around this. Behind the wall, right? It's tough to hit her, the Phoenix, right? That's a target I would not take because she can just do that thing where she turns invisible or whatever the hell. And that, see, you can kill a whole one, you know, as long as it's not a tank, you can kill them. It's just that L1 and a few punches, R1. I don't know what the hell it's called. But he did get a lot of help from his duelists there for their ults. Alright, so now let's see how he does this. Looks for a target. Boom, right? Low HP guy. You know, Winter Soldier is not a tank, so you can go in. You could get a quick kill on it. So remember, you have quick kill potential. There it is. Boom. Twice. So you kind of want to be patient and go for that quick kill. Almost has ult. Doesn't walk up to their tanks, right? Shouldn't. Should kind of hold the corner. Hold the corner, punch, whatever. Yeah, take something if you want. Maybe shouldn't have used that. I wouldn't have ulted after using that, but whatever. Yeah, this is the storm is blocked. See, this is where you don't want to be usually, because you don't have any cooldowns. But okay, and he leaves. See how he almost died. Usually you want to be behind a wall unless you use your R1. Oh. Alright, so as we can see here, gets to the wall again. Patient. Look, you got your R1 or L1. He's trying to help the Star-Lord ult, right? Which is really, really smart. Right, a lot of people don't understand that. Like, help your Star-Lord. He's not gonna get the kills by himself. Everyone's looking at him. You know, know when to play all-out aggression. You know, there's a sort of mindset of all-out aggression. Just don't worry, take a risk. There are times to do that, and that's one of them. Right, there you go. Look at that burst damage. Boom. Bang. They're not stopping that. See, now is the time to not worry about health or anything. Just go. Right? You don't have to play passive if your team has all this momentum. That's what's good about Rogue. She can really take advantage of those situations. Right? Not every... It looks like any character could just... Oh, you know, you're already winning that fight. It's easy to snowball effect. But characters like Magic or Rogue are very well designed. They could just finish a fight, as you can see. Look, boom. Doesn't take long. Okay, look, goes upstairs, getting ready to drop his, his ult and the R1 combo. We're gonna see how that looks. They're all looking at him, which is valuable on its own, right? Everyone's watching you, so you are doing something. And that helped create, I think that helped create the kill there. Why don't we look at that? Let's look at the value of distraction. Right? So look, we see Wolverine and Doctor Strange, right? You took 2 people away. So now the fight is actually 4v. Where the hell is their other healer? Wow. So in reality, it's actually like 2.5. I mean, the Rocket's almost not even there. So now look what happens. She has no healer. She has no second tank. Right? So sometimes if you take 2 people's attention, it's pretty powerful. Now you snowball, right? And now look. Okay. So she ults. You want to wait, get out, right? You already have your ult. So there's no point. I kind of want to see what he did there, I'll be honest with you. I'm curious. Look, he knows where he's going. Boom. Drops it on their head. Very powerful. Steals the rocket ult, but he gets away, which is frustrating, I guess. He kind of used it just to stop him from ulting, but actually it was valuable, because in the end now the Storm can ult. The Storm wipes the team, I think. Does enough, yep. Just enough, but seems like they don't win the team fight, unfortunately, but, you know. Oh, nice. They kind of do win the team fight, I think. Yeah. They were able to push. Nah, not really. But it's still good. So you go in with the kick. The kick is alright. It's good as an exit move. You don't want to enter with the kick. I used to try to do that, and it felt like I was lacking something. I played her better when I didn't enter with the kick. You want to enter with this electrical thingy, this, whatever the hell it's called. Right, so now he's going to enter with the R1. We're going to see it now. R1 coming. Boom. Right, brings them to you. And look at the burst damage. But, oh. Yeah, when you feel like it's not going in your favor, just leave the fight. Don't force it. Alright.
So close. This is your big chance.
Alright, so as you can see here, oh, well, let's see how they finish this off. So look, gets behind the wall, patient. Building ult, right? Just kind of sitting there building your ult. And now you have the ult, right? Boom. And you can team wipe here if your team is smart, which they are. Good. There we go. Alright, so we get it now, basically.